Yeah, YouTubers, T4zzM4nn's here, bringing you another episode of WoW versus DDO. And our Lindy here, our rogue Lindy, finally finished the, what I always call the baby area, but it's the starting area or something like that. And we flew away watching the ogres run off all scared and stuff. And why did this get rid of my bars? I'm not sure. So now we are at the Gate of Stormwind, the main city of the Alliance, also the capital where humans, where the humans are and stuff. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and continue on our adventure. Now, one thing that's going on right now is we're about a month away from the actual release of Shadowlands. And so I think that's why I'm seeing this new recruit immune to Scourge attacks. Because what I believe, every time they have a new expansion, they kind of lead into it. And I think what they were saying this one was, I'm not 100% sure, is that the Scourge is trying to take over the world, basically. The Scourge is... well, we might see them later. I don't know how to describe them. They're kind of like undead. They're not undead like the class or the race undead, but they're undead zombie monster creatures. But what the event is, I believe, is that they're trying to attack or take over, and what you can do is, if you become a Scourge, your job is to try and take over the whole city by infecting other people. So you'll run up to guards, you'll get them sick, they'll turn into Scourge, they'll try and get... and if you get enough people actually trying to do it all at once, because when you're Scourge, other players will be able to attack and kill you. If you can get the whole city to be overwhelmed, well, I don't know what happens. Something should happen, but that's kind of what that's talking about. So I think that this is kind of a public test realm of the starting event, or maybe the starting of the starting event. I don't know. So we're going to continue on. We're going to talk to Captain Garrick here again. It's good to be back in Stormwind. This is the other thing I'd like to know is there is boatloads of lore with World of Warcraft. There's lots, I believe, also with D&D Online, but I'm not 100% sure because, like I've said, is that a Scourge guy right there? It kind of seems like it. Do you want me to read all of these quests or just kind of get the gist of them? Because I need to read it myself just to see what I'm supposed to do. But I'd like to know what you want, because that will make episodes take much, much longer. Is this screen like flashing for you guys? It's flashing for me. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and, if they're short, I might read them. But if they get too long, then I'll just kind of read what the objective is. But she says, it's good to be back in Stormwind. I must report our mission's success to the king. But I have an idea for what you can do in the meantime. So we're going to go ahead and complete our quest. And we get this fancy schmancy new coat, leather shirt, which gives us +3 armor. I don't know what's going on up there. +3 armor, +3 agility. That's a pretty nice one, actually. 6 slot bag. I think I don't have... I already have a 6 slot, so that's fine. I don't know what these ones are. Alright, so here's our quest. We need... meet Lindy... meet with Lindy Spring... There's another Lindy? How interesting. Meet with Lindy Spring... I was like, did it just take my name or something? No, but meet Lindy Springstock at the city gate. So that's going to be right around here somewhere. We'll see her in a second.
I'll send word once we have our next meeting.
Oh no, city gate's up here. This is the entrance. So as you can see, we have the little diamond telling us where to go. Let's go ahead and close out all these. I'm thinking these might be people that tried being the Scourge and got killed by guards and such. That is one other thing I wanted to point out, by the way. So normally you are in just regular mode, PvE mode, player versus environment. You do have the option to change yourself to be PvP, which means if a bad guy happens to see you, they can attack you. Uh-oh. Oh, big lag spike. There must be a lot going on in the city right now. Usually there aren't very many. I mean, when you start having lots of events, that's when you'll actually see lag spikes. Generally, the worlds are pretty good. So there's Lindy. Lindy's a guy? But what I wanted to point out before we talk to him is, as you can see all these dead people, this is a player right here. You'll notice that they're green in color. That means they're set to PvP. I think if we click on them, they have the little logo, the Alliance logo thing there. But we'll also find others in here. Wow, lots of dead bodies that are not PvP. And for example, us, we're not PvP right now. We have a blue title above our head. I can't see anyone. And it might be because we're in a different phase at the moment. I'm not sure. So we're going to go ahead and talk to Lindy down here and continue on because it seems like everyone is in PvP mode. Where'd Lindy go? A little further down. All right, Lindy. Show me what you're going to show me.
Nothing compares to the power of science.
Ding. Do we get anything? We have our poisons already. Doesn't look like we got anything new. Speak with Curly at the stables of Old Town. Now, if I hit map, you'll actually see Stormwind is a really big place. And one really cool thing about WoW that I like is as long as I'm on this continent, I can go from end to end without having a loading screen. Which basically you can see we're here. We could go all the way up to here or all the way down to here without a single loading screen. And sometimes you can, like if you're flying and stuff, you can actually see maybe giant structures that are in a zone far away, and you can actually see them as you get closer, which is kind of cool. It loads the entire continent. Now there's more than that. I mean, this is the continent we're on. This is the continent, the other continent. There are some alliance things going on here. Up here is where the Night Elves are. This is where the Draenor start, or the Tiefling. They're all alliance, but then also Horde is over here as well. Then there's Northrend, there's Pandaria, there's the Broken Isles, Kultiras and Zandalar. There's the Cataclysm stuff. Everywhere there is whole new giant maps that you can get on. So that's one thing I really do like. So we're going to follow him. If we fall behind him, he'll actually turn around and tell us to speed up. Unless we're going through a big lag spike. My guess is we're not seeing the phase where everyone that is being attacked. I know where we're supposed to be going. Oh wait, no, we got to talk to a guard first. Yes, ask a guard for directions. Oh, that's what I was showing. So we're in the trade district. Over here's Old Town, the Dwarven district, the Cathedral Square, then the Mage Quarters, then you have your docks. These little icons right here mean that they are either portals or ways to other areas. This is telling you it's a dungeon. This is telling you there's a flight path here. We probably already have the flight path, but let's go ahead and talk to this person. And where are we supposed to go? We're looking for the Stable Master in Old Town. Stable Master in Old Town.
Did you get directions?
I did, actually. Oh, I guess I got to talk to him now.
Nothing compares to the power of science. Old Town, here we come. It's a bit of a run, so follow me and don't get lost.
Don't get lost. So this building right here is the auction house. Going around that corner and down that way is the... Wow, look at all these dead people. Oh, look, here's a scorch thing going on. So these guys can't hurt us. That's what this is talking about. I know. If we go up here, I'm going to grab the birds real quick because I will forget it and then we can't fly back. He's going to say, hey, what's the hold up? Wait for me. Get over here. I think he'll just wait there. But we're going to grab the birds real quick over here. Wow, look at all the dead bodies. Yep. So this green exclamation point means it is the birds or the for flying from one area to the other. So we're going to grab that one just by clicking on him. If we click on him now, we get a map of all the different flight points. So we could actually fly from the bottom all the way up to the top in an automated way. But we can't do that right now because this is the only flight point that we have. So let's go ahead and go get Mr. Fuzzy Twinks or whatever his name was. I don't know where he went. I wonder if he went without us or if he just started over. Like I said, I know exactly where he's going. He might have reset because we didn't go. Look at all these dead bodies. Yes, he's right here. He's like, hey, fine, I'm going back to the start. Alright. We'll follow you this time. I just want to make sure I got the birds. So as you can see, that's actually a player. I'm hurrying. I'm just trying to tell people about the area. Normally there are not this many dead. So that guy, no, he's can't really tell from that. There's a invisible wolf right there. That is an NPC. So like I said, when you mouse over someone that's in PvP mode, they will have a green aura around them. Players will normally be blue unless they're in PvP mode. We could switch over to PvP mode, but we would probably die right away because I think that would get rid of this. But to get in PvP, all you do is click on yourself, right click, and then you come down here and say PvP enabled. I don't think we want to do that right at this moment. Alright, so here we are, stable hand. Yeah, there's a lot of people are doing this event right now. So we'll just give it a minute for everything to load. Speak with Darlene Stocks to learn the apprentice writing skill. So this is another thing. It used to be at level 20 you learned your first apprentice writing skill, which is writing a mount very slowly. However, with this, it's a lot cheaper too. It used to be like around 3-4 gold. Now it's 9 silver, 50 copper, and that gets us where we can actually move a little faster than running. And you then would actually come over to a horse breeder here and you would buy a horse. She doesn't have a horse for us right now. Or is it him? No, it's him.
You need something?
So he's going to give us, because we're a night elf, our default one is the Reigns of the Striped Night Saber. I actually have a bunch of mounts already, including that one. I have 101 mounts. The sabers are right here. These are the second one. These are the faster ones. However, without me doing the training for advanced riding, I cannot get them. So if I click on him, complete quest, you'll see that I now have this. Now normally what I would do is simply right click this, but I already know it, so I'm just going to delete it. Can I sell it actually? Oh, I can sell it. I'm going to sell it. And the reason she's not selling me anything is because she's human, and if I go look at my reputation with Stormwind, it's only friendly. I don't actually get to get good deals and stuff like that, and mounts are race specific, so I don't get good deals unless I am at least more than friendly. Now, because I'm actually a night elf and Darnassus is my home city, I'm actually higher up. I don't know if I went there and I would be able to buy anything, because I haven't done quests to gain that reputation. Because we are wearing the Stormwind or the Alliance tabard, this means anytime we do quests, we get points. Where's our tabard? Right here. We get reputation points towards whatever. So this is the Alliance tabard, which means it is representing the whole Alliance. If I wanted to get specific Stormwind one because I want to get perks that only Stormwindians can buy, then I would want to wear Stormwind tabard. So we're going to go ahead and talk to him. He's going to have us talk. Now, we already did our speciality. I talked about that earlier. This is whether we're going to be Assassination, which is damage, Outlaw, which is damage, or Subtly, which is damage. And they're all different types. He's going to have us talk to our trainer. I'm going to turn up the volume just a little on this. Not log out! No! Oh, dang it. Log back in. Darn it. Some other things we'll want to do to just get started and stuff would be definitely get our professions going, where we choose what we're going to do. And I'll talk about those. There are some professions that you always get, you can have, regardless of what other professions. Main professions are either gathering or production profession. I don't know what they call them. Production, I think. And those you only get 2. So you can either have 2 gathering, 1 production, 2 production, or whatever. But everyone gets the ability to have fishing, cooking, and at level 20 archaeology. Okay, now I have to wait for everything to load. So he wants us to go in here. Now another thing to note is you'll notice that normally the little dot where we're supposed to go is yellow. Because it's gray, it's telling us that it's inside somewhere. So we know not to come out here and think it's this guy, Mr. Is that a player? No. Dave the Quick. But if we come in, now you'll see it switches to yellow saying, yes, you are there. The other thing you might notice sometimes, if we go downstairs, it's not quite doing... Oh, actually, we're supposed to go downstairs. I didn't know that. I want to see... It might not do it just here, but if I go upstairs... Okay, there we go. So if we go upstairs, you'll see this tiny little arrow that's formed underneath it. That means I'm way too high for it. If I come down here, you'll see it goes away. Technically, that should still be there because it's even down further. Usually, it will give you an idea of exactly where you need to go by doing that. We got the Warlock Trainer. We got all the bad people down here. Warlock Trainer, shady dealers. So let's go ahead and talk to our trainer. She's going to say...
An excellent choice, indeed.
So as you can see here, these are those 3 specialities. The Assassination. Rogues are deadly masters of poison who dispatch their victims with vicious dagger strikes. Outlaw, I believe, is the one we are currently. Yes, we're Outlaw. Which is ruthless fugitives who use agility and guile to stand toe-to-toe with their enemies. And then subtly, rogues are dark stalkers who leap from the shadows to ambush their unsuspecting prey. So we've already basically chose that, and normally she would make us choose one of those, but we did it when we went into the dungeon. So let's go ahead and say we chose one, we're all good.
Good luck.
And now we come back to our friend here. He's going to tell us to go down the street a little bit. Actually, I want to talk to the shady dealer. I want to see if he has anything cool.
Hey there.
Use a poison that kills any who drink it after a week. Really? That's interesting. Restore 100 energy and use to punish pickpockets. Oh, you have that in your inventory. If someone tries picking your pocket, it goes off or something? That's funny. I've never tried to pickpocket another player. I didn't think you could. But maybe, I don't know. That's interesting. All right, let's go ahead and do this. He wants us, he's going to tell us about guilds. Guilds are pretty self-explanatory. He can tell us about professions, which I was telling you about mailboxes. So if we say, tell me about professions, craft items, blacksmith. We'll go over that later, I believe. So let's go ahead and do home is where the hearth is. Speak with Megan Tillman to make the Pig and Whistle Tavern your home. So he's gonna take us there. I know where it is. Hurry up, bud. So what is this silver one? Stormwind portal room. It's a point. Oh, whoops! I don't want to go up there. We want to go out the front gate. So at least one thing you've been able to tell now is what Scourge is, because we've seen quite a few of them. Now, this is another spot where in the past this quest has been a little glitchy. Although, let's ask this guy real quick where Profession Trainer is. Profession Trainer. Oh, these are all separate. Maybe we'll run to Goldshire, or I'm not sure I want to do the next part of this quest just yet, because it takes us to Kul Tiras, which is where Jaina Proudmoore is from, and I'd rather go to one of the all-encompassing trainers.
You need something?
So we're gonna go ahead, make this our home. That's our thing. Make the Pig and Whistle our home. This means anytime we hearth, we can come instantly back here.
How are you?
Home is where the hearth is, and complete the quest. And we do have this one. I want to at least make sure that guy starts glowing. Captain Garrick at Stormwind Keep. Actually, this might be a little different now. I've been looking for you all over Stormwind. Hey, look, he's different now. He no longer has bright white hair. Maybe the people at WoW heard my complaints. Or maybe he's still bad in the main area. Let's see. Leaders of the Alliance gathered together, meeting Stormwind Keep. Alright, speak with Captain Garrick. Now, I believe this is actually a cooking trainer right here, so we can learn the cooking profession, and we can sell our little kitty with her. One thing I like to do when I first get, you can get all the way up to level 40 with your cooking right away, which is kind of advantageous, by making spice bread right away, because it's really easy to make. What you need to do is buy, it varies from 10, like 7 to 10 of these. You want at least 40 in total. Let's go ahead and sell what we got. I don't think we care about that dirt. That'll give us 25 silver. Sell those two off and that bag. This is our Hearthstone. This is what teleports us back. Once we've used it, we have to wait 30 minutes to use it again. So I think we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to do 9 and hope we get it. And then we also need 9 of these. And then, since this is considered a cooking fire, we can cook there. Or with our profession, I like to hit the up arrow so we're on tab 2, and I put my professions all here. So if we click on the book, we have a new tab down here called Professions, and we have cooking. I like to set that one to 3 and that one to 4. All we have to do, if we're too far from a cooking source, such as that fire, and we try to cook, you'll see we can cook 45 of these. It'll say no cooking fire. We could be right next to this, or we have our own portable fire that we can make, which will make it so we can actually cook. Now, when these are orange, it means you will gain a point or a level, so we can do cooking up to 300. We get a level in our cooking every single time we cook. When it's yellow, we get them more often than we don't. When it's green, we get them less often than we don't, or than we do. And when they're gray, it means you don't get any credit towards cooking that. So we're going to go ahead and cook these up. It'll take a minute, but then once we're done, we can sell them back to the lady, and we'll be able to move on. So there are lots and lots of different recipes that you can cook. With fishing, you can also catch lots of fish. You can also catch other things. Sometimes you might see, like in a body of water, you'll see kind of a circle that kind of looks like an oil spill almost. And that's telling you there's a special fish there. And if you catch that fish, after you've caught a few of them, that little spot goes away and you can no longer do that. So we have about 20 left. So you'll notice our cooking is now up to 24. We're getting one every single time we make one of these. We do get a point. I'm calling it level. I don't know what else to call it. Now that it's yellow, we will get them. We'll still get a lot of them, but we might get a couple. Like here, we didn't get one for that one. We didn't get one for that one. We got one for that one. So we don't get quite as often, but we still do get them more frequently than we don't get them. And then once it's green like this, you could go quite a few and not get one. We're actually being pretty lucky, but we're not going to quite hit 40, which means I have to buy 5 more real quick. Go ahead and do that. Now this fire will go away. I believe it's after 5 minutes. I think once this goes away and you can spawn another one, it goes away. And 39. Come on, one more. Oh, 40, perfect. Now that it's gray, we get no credit for cooking it. So we'd want to then cook boar meat or something. We're going to go ahead and sell what we did because I usually don't keep those type of foods. The other thing we can do here is once we hit 80, we can learn how to cook smoked sagefish. And you'll notice at the very bottom it says requires cooking. That's what I'm looking at. This one has 2 requirements. We have to be level 13 and we have to have a cooking of 175. So we're going to go, I think we're going to go to Goldshire, which is the next city. We'll talk to him when we get back. But we're going to go to Goldshire because that is going to be the easiest way for me to explain the other professions. Once we get there, I'm going to end this episode, and in the next episode, we will take off from there. So it looks like, yep, there's a scourgy dude right there, which is probably actually a player, but it just says, and some of them won't be players, but they're trying to infect others, and what they'll do is if they win, that person will become infected, and after X amount of time, they will become a scourge themselves. I don't know if your mouse off of it ever tells you, hey, we just got to heal. Thanks. Oh, we can ride our horse. We can ride our mount now. So it gave us the saber. My favorite one, it doesn't actually give me credit here, is actually my celestial steed. The Hearth Steed is pretty cool. I think we'll do that one. That one is because I also had Hearthstone. Someone's healing me. Or something, I don't know. But we can actually get on that and we'll actually move a bit faster. I wonder if the... it looks like the invisible guy's gone. So these events are really fun, and the other thing about WoW is they do have this calendar right here, and they have lots of different events for different times. I'm sure DDO also does that. I'm not sure what they are, but like there's the Trial of Style where you can go to the transmog, the transmorgifier or whatever it's called, and you can transmog your gear to match a certain theme, and then people vote on it. And then there's all kinds of other ones. There's Battle for Azeroth PvP Brawl. There's the Darkmoon Fair. This is something that travels around and transports you to the Darkmoon Fair Island. There's Pirates Day. And usually, like, this will say that, you know, this is the start. It'll say it starts here, ends here. Different ones will have different. This is basically a Thanksgiving one, Harvest Festival. You can see there's lots of things going on there. So lots of different events that are fun, you know, that help you go around the whole world. So now we have another bird right here, the flight point. And if we click on him, it'll go away. And now you'll actually see we can fly from Goldshire to Stormwind. Now, what I want to do here is, I believe I need to talk to a guard, because I think over by the water is where a profession trainer for fishing is. However, right here is the main... oh, look, the Darkmoon Fair actually is here right now. So you can actually come here. You can get Darkmoon tickets and, you know, go teleport by clicking on that to the Darkmoon Fair Island. It used to be just that it spawns here, and it was kind of cool because like a week before it would just have people setting up. You know, they'd be pounding in the tent, stakes and stuff, and then like a couple days later it would be all built, and then you'd be able to do this stuff. Now they have their entire island where you can do mini games and all kinds of fun stuff. So this is the profession trainer, and this is what I wanted to show you. However, you know, we're at 31 minutes, so I think we're going to call it here. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels. And don't forget, or actually go ahead and forget about the Great Big Game giveaway. It's done. It's over. We're done with it. But that's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.